In today's video, I'm just going to do a clarification of what the lockdown means for the theory test. Welcome back. I'm Dorian and the channel is Think to Success. On this channel, we do video tutorials about the theory test and hazard perception, showing you hint, tips and tricks along the way to help you pass your theory test. So if you struggle with your theory test, consider subscribing to this channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Before we get into all of it, I just want to check the dates and show you something. This is our local centre that we use. So as you can see, January is all blocked out for obvious reasons because of the lockdown. And then we go into February. And again, there's nothing showing, even though there's going to be a review about mid-Feb. There's nothing showing for that. And then we go into March. And then you've got a few dates, so quite a few dates appearing there. There's a few blocked out, 9, 10, 17, and all weekends blocked out. So it just goes to show that at this precise moment, you're looking at March at the earliest to get a date. The last thing you want to do is go in there unprepared. So use the time that you've got to prepare yourself. All right, let's get into the video. This is just a short video. I just want to jump on because obviously yesterday the country went into a lockdown like we did last year. And there's a lot of cloudiness, if you like, of where pupils are with their theory test. First and foremost, if you had a theory test booked for January and probably the early part of February, you will receive an email from the DVSA cancelling your theory test, because obviously no theory test or driving test is going to take place during full lockdown. If you are coming close to your theory test running out, if it's going to run out in that time scale, January, early Feb, the chances are you're going to have to resit your theory test based on the first lockdown, and even in the one in November that we had that took us into December, they are not extending theory test. Their reasoning is because the theory test gets updated roughly about every 2 years, give or take. When you pass your theory test, it lasts for 2 years. So it means you will be going to a driving test with outdated knowledge. So it means you will have to resit your theory test. So got to bear that in mind. If you want to talk to them, that has to be done by email now. All the centres are closed, so their phone lines are closed. You will have to do that by email, but I do know that you will have to resit your theory test, because as we run courses every single week, we are in contact with DVSA on a certain level anyway. So like I said, I have clarified that no theory test will be extended beyond the 2 years for the reason that I've explained. My advice to you, if you've got to resit it, or you had one booked, or you're looking to take one, when the ban is lifted or the tiers go back down, I don't think it's going to be lifted fully, to be fair. I think part of the countries will come out of tier 4 and then go into tier 3. Once you go into tier 3, driving lessons and theory tests can start taking place again. So that's what you're really looking for, really, is for your area to go back into tier 3 rather than coming out fully out of full lockdown. But if you, like I said, if you are looking to take your theory test, you've got to resit it, or you had a date already booked. My advice while you're in lockdown, keep practicing. The more you practice, the better you're going to be, and you have a better chance of passing the theory test. As I showed you at the beginning of this video, the chances of you getting a date nice and early is going to be slim. So what you don't want to do is go into the to your theory test, fail it, and then go into the back of the queue of everybody who's come out of lockdown. So what you want to do is go in there and pass it first time. So while you're on lockdown, study. There's a lot of tutorials out there. There's the DVSA app that I do recommend. driving test success, which I use a lot, and on the demonstrations that I've done online. Those are the two that I would definitely recommend. I'm not saying the others are bad, I just don't know about them fully, but those are the two that I do recommend. And go for the paid version, which is about $4.99 at the time of filming. If you've got any issues with your theory test, any questions you've got problems with, drop them in the comments below. I'm here, I'm on lockdown as well as an instructor. I can't teach, but I'm quite happy to jump online and do some coaching if that's the way forward. Do some videos if you want me to make a video on a typical topic, i.e. road signs. I've done a few of, which you can check in the links below. Documents, which is another one that students struggle with, and hazard awareness, which people struggle with. So don't be afraid to drop them in the comments. I'm here to help. Let me help you while I'm free to do that during lockdown. And hopefully when everything's lifted, you can go and take your test. You pass it first time and then get onto that driving test and pass that as well. It's not good news, I'm afraid, but we're all in the same boat. So hopefully this has made it clear for you that no theory test or driving test will be taking place during lockdown. You're just waiting for your area to go into at least tier 3, so you can book your test if you haven't got one booked for later in the year. But I will reiterate, if you got a test booked in January, probably early Feb, you will get an email from the DVSA cancelling it and probably rescheduling it for you later on in the year. But while you got the chance, study. I can't stress that enough. Go in there well prepared, so you're not going to go to the back of the queue if you failed your theory test. I hope this helped. I hope it clarified some stuff for you. Like, comment, subscribe. And as I said, my name's Dorian. The channel's Think to Success. The channel helps you with your theory test as a perception, showing you hints, tips and tricks. So please feel free to comment and put any questions or doubts you have about your theory test so I can address them. Enjoy your learning day and stay safe.